Welcome to Women Entrepreneurs Radio with your host, Deborah Bailey. When I started this podcast in 2008, I was on a mission to promote women business owners, creatives, and entrepreneurs. In each episode, my guests provide resources, valuable tips, and inspiration. Women Entrepreneurs Radio is about showing women how to harness their natural strength to achieve success on their own terms. Hi, everyone. I'm introducing this episode because this is one of the rewind episodes that I'm going to be sharing for the next few weeks. And the reason I'm doing that is because I've been moving the show to a different platform. So there are some shows that you may not have heard that were on other platforms, and now they're going to be uploaded to platforms such as Apple Podcasts and Spotify and Amazon Music and all the platforms that the show is on currently. So you'll get a chance to listen to some previous interviews I've done over the past few years with entrepreneurs who have a lot to share about their businesses and talking about how they got started and what they're doing and what their inspirations were. So I hope that you will enjoy them. And also some new shows will be recorded in about another month or so before the end of the year, which is, even strange to say the end of the year, but we're already pretty much in the last few months of it. So that all went by really fast. So there will be a couple of new shows that I will be recording, but in the meantime, I just want to make sure to share these previous shows with you that you may not have had a chance to listen to. So I really hope you'll enjoy them, and on with the show.
So we're going to get started with my guest today, and it's Monique Rodriguez, and she's the CEO of Mielle Organics, a hair and skin care company that uses all natural ingredients. As a mother and registered nurse, Monique developed a passion for healthy living and was determined to share her knowledge and enthusiasm about growing and maintaining hair. In just 8 months, Monique's company has amassed over 100,000 clients worldwide, and she's working to continuously grow Mielle Organics into a household name and keep up with the company's mission to empower, educate, and excite. So welcome, Monique. I'm really glad to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. I'm really blessed and thankful for this opportunity to be here. So thank you.
Oh, certainly. I'm always excited to have entrepreneurs come on and share what they're doing and really, give their story and talk about their products, because there's people listen and they're looking for new things. They're also really looking to be inspired as well, whether they are starting a business or in business. And it can be a lonely life sometimes if you don't interact with other folks who have that mindset. And it's a good place for people to see that. So, why don't you share with us what your journey has been to bring you to this place you're at now?
Okay, so, my journey of entrepreneurship obviously is not an easy journey, and it's still not easy. So, it's a lot of trial and error and bumps in the road. But I will say that, anything that's worth having is not easy. And if it was easy, then everybody would be doing it.
Exactly.
So that's the motto that I go by. So I got into, entrepreneurship. Like I said, it wasn't easy. I came from a household where I was taught that, you go to school, you go to college, and then after you graduate college, you get a 9 to 5. So, and that's exactly what I did. Was I, was a good girl, went to school, went to college, graduated from college, and I got into the 9 to 5. I worked as a registered nurse. I graduated from nursing school at the age of still young, still trying to find myself, and not really knowing, what I wanted to do. So, after working as a nurse for about a year or so, I realized, is this what I'm going to do until I'm 65 and I retire? And, my future, I didn't want to see that. I'm like, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. So, I started, just searching for other things to do. Like I did a lot of direct sales. Like I tried to get into the direct sales business. I even thought about starting my own nursing agency myself because I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I've always wanted that independence and that autonomy to do my own thing. So that's always been in me. But, you know, like I said, at the age of 22, you kind of really don't understand. And the mindset that I had at that age was, well, I don't have the means. I don't have the financial means to start a business. I didn't go to business school. I went to nursing school. I don't come from a family of entrepreneurs, so how am I going to be one?
Right.
So I was kind of like, you know, stuck in between that place of, you know, not really knowing how to become an entrepreneur, but just always wanting and yearning to be one. And to me, what woke me up and what gave me the vision to tap into that side of me of being an entrepreneur was, you know, I went through a tragic event in my life, and tragedy hit me, which I wouldn't want tragedy to hit anyone for them to wake up and follow their dreams. But that's just my story, and that's what happened to me. And, you know, I felt that if I died and I went to heaven and, you know, God said, I had all this waiting for you, but you chose not to follow that path because you were scared, you were doubting yourself, you had fear, you had anxiety, and you didn't believe in yourself. And, you know, I just want to live my life with no regrets and say that, you know, at least I tried.
Right.
So that's what woke me up, and I said, you know what, I'm going to find the courage. I'm going to just do it. I'm just go out on faith. I'm going to believe in myself because I feel that if God gave me the vision and put it in me, that he can bring it out of me. So that's what kind of made me tap into the entrepreneurship and just really just step out on faith and just find something that I was passionate about and just go for it.
Wow, that's a tremendous story, and I think a lot of people don't listen to that call inside of them because they're afraid, or they never have that point in their life, the turning point that many people hit that makes them change and open up their mind and realize I have been ignoring what I felt for too long, you know, and you had that
exactly.
That changed your life. So, you know, once you made that decision, is there a reason that you said, okay, I'm going to go into the healthy hair and skin? Is that something that you were attracted to because of being a nurse and health, or were there other reasons?
Well, and see, that's the thing. When I say follow your passion, a lot of the times what we're passionate about is things that, you know, we love doing as a child. And I can look back as a child, like I was always obsessed with beauty and hair. Like that's something that I've always wanted to be in anyway because I'm passionate about, you know, I was always obsessed with like long, healthy hair. So like I said, I had to like really tap into what do I love to do, or what am I passionate about? And I feel that my nursing skills, my background in science, is what helped me to collaborate those two together to create a hair care line that is not only affordable but also healthy, because I do understand the health aspect of what we put on our skin is being absorbed in our bloodstream. So I think that I became a nurse for a reason. He took me down that path for a reason to bring me to this path where I'm at now.
That's a great way to look at it, and it makes sense. You never know the things that you learn along the way that you're going to need at some point, and all of those things help you to be who you have to be so that you can do what you have to do. So that's
exactly.
perfect.
I really believe it.
Yes, that's perfect. So it sounds as though you have so many terrific products and the care that you put into this. I mean, was it hard to really start, you know, when you're starting out and you just take that first step? Was it really hard to say, okay, I'm going to put these things together and this is my vision for where I'm going, or were these things already kind of going on in your head since this is something you were always into?
It was kind of always just going on inside my head. Like, it's always that, you know, that little voice in the back that you're ignoring. It's always been there.
Yes, definitely. You have a starting point, you know, and what you were saying before about listening to the voice that you want to, you know, follow. A lot of times people are like, well, I don't know where to begin. I don't know who to talk to. And as you were saying, it sounds like doing a lot of research was a way that helps you to get started, to know how are you going to bring it all together. But does that make sense?
Yeah, and it totally makes sense because, like I said, I went in this business, head on because I had no one to talk to.
Right.
I had no one to give me advice or tell me which way to go. I had to learn all this myself, and it's from reading and self-educating myself, because I wouldn't recommend you start any business without making yourself first knowledgeable, because it's a lot of hard work.
Yes.
And if you go in not, doing the research thoroughly, then, I mean, you're not going to get too far. So, yeah.
Yeah, but, and I'm sure a lot of people just jump out there and they don't research anything. They don't understand, they don't take the time up front to prepare themselves. They just jump, and they find out sometimes that they're floundering because they didn't expect things to be the challenge that it is for you to really get things off the ground. So, you have quite a few celebrity endorsements and things. How hard was that for you to get those?
Well, it's quite challenging because, when celebrities endorse your product, you want to make sure, or they have to make sure that they like them. So they're not just going to, like some people may see it and say, oh, they're just endorsing, they don't really like them.
Right.
They're not going to endorse something that they don't like. So they have to absolutely love the product for them to put their face behind it, because you have to realize they are seeing, millions of people are seeing them, and their faces a lot of places. So they're not going to put their face on anything and represent something that they don't use, they don't like. So, it's kind of like when you send them products, it's like you're crossing your fingers, you're praying and hoping, I hope they like this product, because, like I said, if they don't like something, they're not going to endorse it. So that can be a little challenging as well.
And so obviously, for the endorsement that you have, that shows that they seriously like your product, because, as you said, it's not easy. And I think some people may think that it is, because sometimes you hear that in business circles. I'm sure you do as well, that people think it's just so simple. I'll just send this person this thing or whatever they're going to do, and they don't realize what you have to do, and you really have to have the right product and a good product, and know what you're doing and have confidence in that. So why don't you share some of the products that you have in your line?
So some of the products that I currently have now, and I'll just start by like our most popular products, which is the number one is our Advanced Healthy Hair Formula, which is a natural hair vitamin supplement. So that's made with natural ingredients. It's a multivitamin as well. It's filled with ingredients that not only help hair growth, but it also helps healthy skin and nails, and overall immune system support. So that's our bestseller. Then we have our Mint Almond Oil, which is an all-natural lightweight oil that also helps promote hair growth and stimulate the follicles from the outside. So you have your vitamins that are taking care of your hair and helping hair growth from the inside, but you also have our Mint Almond Oil, which is helping stimulate growth on the outside. So in our next product, we have our Babasu Oil and Mint Deep Conditioning Treatment, and that is a protein moisture replenishing treatment. What people sometimes don't realize is our hair needs protein and moisture. It needs a balance, because you can have too much protein and then you can have too much moisture. But this deep conditioner is a perfect balance. So it not only gives your hair the moisture that it needs, but it also gives your hair the protein, which gives our hair the structure. And we need structure and strength in order to have healthy hair growth. So that's our next selling item. And we also have a children's hair formula, which is I wanted to have like a multivitamin that helps hair growth as well for children, because a lot of kids, they don't necessarily have the hair loss like adults, because we do a lot more to our hair than children do. So I just wanted something simple. It doesn't have all the ingredients as our adult formula, because some of the ingredients in the adult formula can be a little potent for children. So I wanted to keep it simple with them, but still have something healthy that supports their immune system and also helps with hair growth. So that's our children gummy vitamin. And then we have our honey detangling co-wash, which is just a cleansing conditioner. It doesn't spud. It doesn't lather up like soap does. It's just a cleansing conditioner that, helps retain the moisture and cleanses your hair of natural products. So if you don't use natural products, the product won't work for you because it's just to cleanse of, natural products. And our next product is we had 2 new products that just recently came out, and one is our avocado hair milk, which is a daily moisturizer. You can use that. It's like a hair lotion. It's a thicker consistency, and you can use that as like a styling agent, or you can use that as like a daily moisturizer for your hair every day. And it also, we have a organic peony leave-in conditioner that's a spray that you can do your hair, and you can use that as a daily refresher as well. And also after you wash, deep condition your hair, you want to use a good leave-in because that helps protect the hair. And also, if you choose to apply heat to your hair, a leave-in acts as a heat protectant. So those are our products that are currently out now. We'll have a shampoo that will be coming out in the next upcoming week. I know my customers have been asking, when's your shampoo coming out? It's coming out. It's just, it takes a lot of time because it has to absolutely be perfect before I launch anything. Right. So it's coming out soon. So those are the products that we currently have right now.
Wow, that's a nice selection. And everything sounds wonderful with those descriptions and, and everything. They really do sound like, wow, that's very healthy. And you could just imagine how wonderful everything must feel when you apply it. But do you find right now that more people are more interested in having healthier hair and skin? It just seems like I hear it more than I may have before. I know a lot of people have done things to their hair in the interest of fashion and style, but it looks like I'm hearing much more now about health and really trying to get it right. Do you feel that that's what's going on these days?
Yeah, I do, because I think that people are starting to realize that a lot of the chemicals and things that we do to our hair is very damaging to our hair. And, a woman's hair is our crown and glory. If we have good hair and our hair looks good, we feel like we can conquer the world. So if we're using products that's damaging our hair and taking out our hair and our edges, you got to eliminate something out of the equation and figure out, what's going on, and try to incorporate more healthier products. And that's exactly what I did, because I was at a point where, my hair was probably, my brow strap around that area, and it didn't grow any longer than that. And I used to, apply a lot of heat, and I used to, color my hair and, do all the things that young girls do to our hair. But I was wondering why it wouldn't grow, or I would cut it wouldn't grow. So I just eliminated what I was doing and tried to incorporate more natural stuff and more organic stuff into my hair regimen, and my hair, it sprouted like weeds. So
yes, so I saw the picture, and it's so long.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, she's really she's really walking the talk here. So
thank you.
That's for sure, but then that's so important. I think that's another thing in terms of being an entrepreneur, because I think a lot of times people thought that, well, I could present a product or a service, and I didn't really have to be that representative for it. I could just say one thing and do another. But I feel that now people really want, if you're presenting a product, especially you talking health and beauty, that you are really living in that way, or you're an example of that. You're not just saying, well, here's my product, and I'm going to hide behind that image. So it just seems like there's a lot of changes going on for entrepreneurs and how you present yourself and the products, and people just seem to want more of people being authentic and being real about what they're presenting, and not put junk out there and things that's going to hurt you, which I think is really good, that people seem much more aware now of what they want to use on their body, So why don't you let everybody know where they can find you and your products?
So you can find the products. We have an online web-based store, and it's www.mielleorganics.com, and that's MIELLE organics.com. And also the our Instagram page is at Mielle Organics, and then you can find us and like us on Facebook at Mielle Organics LLC.
Great. So, you have, your business has exploded and things are going great. Would you have thought that you would have this type of success right now when you were making decided, okay, I'm going to take this step? Is this what you envisioned, or were you not quite sure how things were going to go at first?
I did envision that it would be successful. I knew it from the very beginning because, like I said, I felt that, like, God, He's speaking to me and He's telling me this, to do it. It's now, as fast as it did take off, I didn't expect it to take off as fast, but I feel that that's just God saying, well, you asked for it, I'm going to bless you more. I'm going to bless you more abundantly than what you ever asked for. So,
exactly.
I'm taking it all in.
Wow, and that's true, and that's the confidence that I feel that people have to have when they're stepping out. They're usually stepping out in faith, because if you don't have the confidence, a lot of times people will fail because they just don't believe in that dream, and they don't think they can do it, and then everything just kind of goes down because the entrepreneur has to have that confidence and has to have that belief, even when you don't know what the next step is.
Exactly.
Is going to be. So what's your vision for the future of your company?
Well, my vision is that, Mielle Organics will become a household name, that, we've already have over 200,000 customers. We're operating in 87 countries. So I want Mielle Organics to be a household name in 87 countries and all over the world. And I just want to spread the word and just help excite and educate and empower women about just healthy hair overall, because at the end of the day, I feel that it's bigger than, the hair products. I mean, we want to help educate. I don't want to just sell you a product and say, okay, here you go, see you later. I want to educate women and, help this movement of just living a healthier lifestyle and just having a mindset that what you put in, you get out. So if you're putting toxins and things in your body and on your body, that's what you're going to get out. So it's bigger than a hair product. It's about empowering and exciting and educating, which is, our mission statement. So full name that, people all over the world know about Mielle Organics and what we stand for. What we stand for is more important than anything. Exactly. And that we're God, a company led by God. So at the end of the day, that's what I want everyone to understand, and I want to put that out there.
And as once again, it's having the integrity, because that is often lacking in many companies and in many circles, and people get frustrated with that, and they want something that they can really believe in, and especially something that you're using in your body, on your body. You want to feel you can trust it. So that's really important. And I think for any entrepreneurs listening, it's really important to have that belief and that statement and say, this is what we stand for, and that's what people are going to respond to. So, I think those, very powerful words. So how is it, you're a mom, your wife, is a family involved with the business?
Oh, yeah. I have 2 daughters and my husband, and they're very much involved. My 2 daughters, they're already the young CEOs of the company. So they're learning, and I tell them, learn now, because I want to give them an opportunity that I didn't have growing up. And I want to set the foundation for them now, because I want them to see this. I want them to witness how you build a company from the ground up. And, maybe it might be easier for them, but they'll see that, Mommy worked hard for this. And because I put my heart and soul in this, and, they see the blood, sweat, and tears. So, I just want to be a great example for them. And then, of course, my husband, who's behind the scenes, who helped me a lot tremendously with, growing the business and getting the business off the ground, because he's like a technical guy, so he helps in that aspect. So, my family, and then, of course, the support of my mom and my parents, and everyone's supportive. So, it's hard to balance, but when you have a good support system, it makes it a whole lot easier.
Yes, Definitely. That's another important point to make, that people think they have to. Sometimes they may feel they have to do it alone or they can't ask for help. And a lot of times women will take on so much and feel like you can't burden the family, you can't burden this one, and you try to do it all and you really can't. And I think, the entrepreneur who sees that they have to rely on the support systems and build that up are the ones that have more success and probably much less burnout, because you really can't do it alone. You can't do it all.
Yeah,
So,
no,
we have like a little over a minute left. This has gone by so fast. But do you have any other, thoughts or anything you'd like to share around entrepreneurship and building your business?
The best advice that I can, share with everyone is to, ignore those voices in your head that's telling you you can't do it or you can't do it because of certain circumstances. You have to rise up and face and come against adversity, because the journey to entrepreneurship, you're going to have the rocks thrown at you. You're going to have bumps in the road. You're going to face a lot of challenges. But at the end of the day, those who say, I'm not going to give up, are the ones that succeed. And, I'm in it to win it, and I'm not giving up, and those are the people that succeed. So I would just say that, if it's your dream, it's your passion, follow it. Have faith, because if God puts a vision in you, he'll bring it out of you. And I feel that miraculous things will happen, and he will put certain people in your life, and he will order your steps to make whatever you're dreaming or whatever your passion is come to life. And also I would say to, whatever your dreams and your goals are, to write it down, make a vision card together and pray on it and watch God work.
That's perfect. That's perfect. I definitely can't add anything to that, because that was perfect, very well said. And I'm sure that anyone listening who's an entrepreneur who may feel like, I got to get my energy going there, or anybody thinking of starting a business, really just listen and take it in and listen again and again if you have to, because that's some good advice right there. So we're at the end of the show already, Monique. I want to thank you so much for joining me. This has been just wonderful, and I'm really excited for you, and congratulations on all your success, and I know this is just really the beginning for you. This is great.
Thank you.
Thank
you so much.
Okay, everyone, I know you've enjoyed this show, and please make sure that you share this on social media. Share it with your friends. Listen again and again. Check out Monique's products and her website, and, just taking all the advice that she gave and her story that she shared with you. Definitely, we all always need support, and as we're going out in the world, it's always good to hear what other people have been through and how they can encourage us. So once again, it's been Women Entrepreneurs Radio with your host, Deborah Bailey. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll talk to you again next time. Bye-bye now.